What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility to Entity Tarot, and this is going to be an all signs and collective reading for Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde. Now, Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde is going to have us go in the past and reevaluate past ways of how we of our moral systems and our experiences dealing with past associations and past people, places, and things that we associated ourselves with. Now, I'm going to shuffle these cards 2 more times, then pull 9 cards in an overall out of the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, and then pull 1 card out of the Waite Tarot deck for each card, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle this 1 more time, and I will start pulling the cards. Right. Right, so with the overall card being the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is talking about adaptability in the circumstances and situations that we're dealing with, and learning how to adapt in the present and through reevaluating past ways of, past moral systems and past experiences when it comes to associations and associates. But we may be a little bit immature when it comes to our communication. Alright, so watch your communication before you say anything, because this past moral systems and past people, places, and things that we associated ourselves with may influence us to communicate in an immature way. Now, for the first card, we have the 6 of Swords. So, with the 6 of Swords, this is talking about us leaving behind past moral systems and associations and associates and those experiences that we dealt with them that were negative, and moving on to greener or calmer lands. Now, with the second card, we get the 7 of Pentacles. So this is talking about us really thinking about how long we are going to be implementing a plan, a goal, or aspiration that we've dealt with or dealing with in the current situation. But with the Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde, we may feel like we shouldn't continue on. If it is for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good, then I advise to go with it, even though things may not look like they're going into fruition, because if it's meant to be for you and it's meant to happen, it will happen. So keep working hard and plan for your future. Now, with the 8 of Wands as the next card, this is talking about action. Alright, so we're taking action in the present day by dealing with past moral systems and past associations and who we associate with, as well as people, places, and things that we associate with. But we're taking action in the present day to have a better future in general. Now, with the next card, we get the Hermit card. So this is us listening to our inner guidance and following our intuition and following what we feel called to do for ourselves in the present day and for our future, by reevaluating past moral systems and past ways, past associations and associates that we've dealt with in the past, whether that be people, places, or things. Now, for the next card, we get the Queen of Wands. So this is saying that we are in an independent, optimistic energy, and this is very attractive energy and very positive energy as well. So keep being in this energy, and this is also a card of going after what we want and desire, regardless of what people may think or feel about what we're doing. Now, with the next card being the Queen of Swords, this is us standing in our truth, being self-aware, Also another card of independency, and also having sound advice due to reevaluating our past associations and past associates and moral systems that we've had in the past. Now with the next card we get is the Ace of Swords. So this is a new idea that's being birthed by dealing with past moral systems and associations and associates, and really putting that energy into this new idea. Okay, so this is a really good card to see too, because this is implementing or birthing new idea. Apologize about the dog, but we are giving birth to an idea by dealing with past moral systems and past ways of how we associated ourselves with people, places, and things as well. Now the next card that we get is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is talking about us, another card of independency, as well as nurturing ourselves and nurturing what we do. And in nurturing ourselves, we are in the energies of being able to nurture others along the way, as long as we evaluate correctly when it comes to past moral systems and past associations and associates, whether that be people, places, and things once again. Now, the last but definitely not least card that we get is the Tower. So, the Tower is falling, and we're clearing the dust of anything and everything that no longer serves us, and we're letting the Tower fall. Alright? Now, I'm going to shuffle the Waite tarot deck and then begin clarifying these cards. So, just for the clarification for the overall to start us off. Shuffle it one more time. Now, with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Strength card. So, with the Strength card being here, even though we may be having a little bit of immature communication, by adapting ourselves to the situation or circumstance in the present day, by reevaluating past moral systems and associations and associates that we've dealt with in the past, we are having the strength to push on into the future. Now, with the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So I feel like we are dropping anything that may be overbearing to us in a negative way. Alright? We are leaving these negative thoughts and feelings behind in order to move into calmer lands by creating higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings about the current situation that we are in. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So, the Eight of Pentacles is about work, and like I said, we are planning on how long we should continue this work. If it's best for your well-being, your highest good, continue to work hard and master this craft that you are working on. Now with the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Moon card. So, the Moon is telling us to listen to our intuition while we take action towards what we want and desire for ourselves by reevaluating past associates and associations, whether it be people, places, and things that we've associated ourselves with, as well as past moral systems. Alright? Keep listening to your intuition. And with the Moon and the Hermit card here, this is really about following our intuition during this time. Now with the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Hermit card, our guidance and higher selves and what we feel called to is us standing in our truth and being self-aware and giving sound advice by once again correctly reevaluating past moral systems and past associations and associates that we've dealt with in the past. Right? And since two Queen of Swords have came out, this is really about standing in our truth and being self-aware and giving sound advice by reevaluating the past moral systems and past associations and associates we have dealt with in the past, whether it be people, places, or things. Now with the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So with us being in this energy of being optimistic and passionate towards what we want and desire, we are more we will be more efficiently be able to go after what we want and desire, and put emotions behind that as well, emotionally connecting to what we want and desire as well. Now with the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is us taking care of ourselves, as well as the Queen of Pentacles being here. So this is also a time where we really are needing to take care of ourselves and have discernment about who we should share our cup with in the present day, by reevaluating past moral systems and past associations and associates we've dealt with in the past. Again, with people, places, or things. Now with the Ace of Swords, we get the Sun card clarifying the Ace of Swords. So with the Sun card, this brightens up the whole spread, and this brightness in our lives and happiness in our lives is coming from implementing this idea that we have given forth to. So keep implementing this idea, keep working hard towards what you want and desire, and it'll make you very happy in the end. Now with the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, we may have a little bit of self-deception. We may be keep in mind that Jupiter in Aquarius is going to really close our spirituality up, and we may not be fully aware of our spirituality, aka our individuality, because we're going in the past, dealing with past moral systems, past associations and associates, people, places, and things that we've associated ourselves with, and this may cause a little bit of self-deception within us. Don't let the self-deception get to us. Create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward to alleviate this self-deception energy. Now with the Tower card is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So with the Knight of Swords, we are really moving forward and towards what we want and desire by really correctly reevaluating past moral systems and past associations and people, places, and things that we have associated ourselves with. Okay, now I'm going to open up the Moonology Oracle cards, pull these out, and shuffle the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to us through me. Now, let's pull 3 cards out to end the collective reading off. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I feel. I feel like the collective is really heavy during this time, and we're trying to move away from that heaviness while working towards what we want and desire by correctly reevaluating the past moral systems that we've had and past associates and people, places, and things that we have associated ourselves with. Now the first card from Mother Moon to us, to me, is self-know. Don't let your past hold you back. Move away from the past. Move away from the past, and don't let the past hold you back. Don't bring the past into the present moment, because even though the people in the present moment may look like people from the past that you've associated yourself with, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad. Okay, so don't let the past hold you back, or any past failures that you've had due to following the wrong moral systems. Don't let that hold you back as well. Now with the new moon in Scorpio being the next card from Mother Moon to us through me, is work through your fears. So we need to all work through our fears and follow our intuition and really go after what we want and desire by leaving these fears to the side. Now fears are just spheres of reality created by accepting negative thoughts and feelings, and in order to alleviate these fears or spheres of reality, create higher perspectives about what you are doing or what you're desiring to do for your life, and create positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. So walk through those fears and you'll be good. Now the last but not least Mother card to the collective through me from Mother Moon it's fourth quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So all of our, whether this be the universe testing our commitment to us, or testing a commitment to us, or people testing our commitment to see how long we are going to continue to work on whatever it is that we are working on, know that our commitment is being tested during this time. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, sometimes things don't grow into fruition as quickly as we would like or desire to grow, but that's also a test of how dedicated you are with whatever you're wanting to do and desiring to do for yourself in the present moment. Alright? Just know your commitment is being tested. Now, I'm going to move on to the All Signs portion of this reading, starting with Aries. Alright? Let me pick up all these cards and we will get started. I will have timestamps down below so you can go through your each individual sign for this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde that we are experiencing in the present moment. Keep in mind as well that Jupiter is going to be opposite the Sun in a little bit. A couple of days now, the Sun will go into Leo, and by the time the Sun goes into Virgo, it will really be in conjunct for sure while the Sun's in Virgo. So that's misunderstanding. Have to act through reevaluating our past, or expressing ourselves and acting on what we are creatively working on by misunderstanding past moral systems and past associates and associations, whether that be people, places, or things that we've dealt with in the past. Okay, give me 1 second, the cards kind of sorted out. We might all be a little scattered as well and not sure which way to go, because our spirituality will be closed during this time with Jupiter being in Aquarius in general. Now, suffer those, and we'll move on to Aries. So Aries, you're going to be sextiling this energy of Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde. So you're going to have opportunities to bring past moral systems and past associations and associates that you've dealt with, be that people, places, or things, into the present day. Now Aries, you are cardinal fire, initiating and creating new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Aries was born out of the first house of self, individuality, personal interests, and affairs. So I'm going to pull 3 cards out of the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, and then clarify them with 1 card from the Waite deck, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck to end your portion of the reading off. Now, so, with your first card being the Strength card, this is Leo energy, so you could be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you may have Leo in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified during this time. But this card is about having strength. You need to have strength during this time, especially whenever you're dealing with the past, because Cardinal doesn't deal with the past. Cardinal means initiating, so it's moving into the future. So do your best to not initiate past moral systems or negative moral systems, or bring that past negative people, places, or things that you've associated yourself with, and have strength during this time. Now with the 10 of Swords being the next card, you are ending indefinitely anything and everything that's no longer serving you for your highest good and your well-being. Alright, so you're doing a clean out during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde. So have the strength to get through this clean out that you're going through, and which leads us to your last but definitely not least card, which is the Moon, which is Pisces energy. So this is You could be dealing with the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or you may have Pisces in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified during this time as well. So, but this is a card about following your intuition and embracing the unknown. You may be having opportunities of being in spheres of reality, aka fears, due to not knowing what's going on in the future by bringing past moral systems into the present moment and past associations and associates that you've dealt with in the past, be that people, places, or things. Embrace the unknown with strength, okay? Embrace it with strength and you'll be okay. And end anything and everything that no longer serves you for your betterment of your well-being and your highest good. Now with the Strength card is clarified by the Death card. So the Death card is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars. Or you may have Scorpio in your chart during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. And if so, these energies will be amplified during this time as well. But this is a card of transformation. Right? In the collective reading, the Death card came up as the first card. So this is a time for you to really transform yourself and get rid of anything and everything that no longer serves you for the benefit of your well-being and your highest good. Now with the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So by you ending indefinitely anything that is negative, that no longer serves you, you'll be able to go after an opportunity that you've given, that's been presented to you, a new opportunity that's been presented to you in the present moment. Now with the Moon card is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, this is talking about you holding too tightly onto things that no longer serve you. You need to follow your intuition and do what's best for yourself during this time, and let go of what it is that no longer serves you for your well-being and your highest good. Now let's pull 3 cards out from the Moonology Oracle deck to end your portion of the reading off. Okay, so 3 cards, and let's get to it. And so Mother Moon wants you to know for your first card, which is Full Moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. So you need to look at the bigger picture of your life as a whole during this time, and really trust your intuition of what you're wanting to do and desiring to do for your life by looking at the bigger picture and reevaluating past moral systems and past people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with, and look at the bigger picture while doing so, in order to move fluidly into the present, into the future, and ride this transit smoothly for yourself. Now for the next card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So regardless of what you do, a win-win outcome is forecasted. So do what's best for your highest good, because you will come out the winner. Alright? Mother Moon really wants you to know that a win-win outcome is forecasted, and if you continue to accept this opportunity and let go of the things that no longer serve you, you will be in a very victorious energy. Now, with the last but definitely not least card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So, like the card says, the end of a tough cycle will approach as long as you transform what it is that you need to transform by correctly reevaluating past moral systems and people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with, and understand that the end of a tough cycle will approach if you do so. Now, that's it for your reading. Moving on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Tauruses, you will be squaring this energy. So you're going to learn how to coordinate yourself in the present moment by learning how to correctly reevaluate past moral systems and experiences and the people and places, things that you've associated yourself with. So take this learning as an opportunity and learn how to reevaluate correctly when it comes to past moral systems and experiences and people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. So, pull out your 3 cards and we get to your reading. Now, with your first card being the Hierophant, this is your energy. So, with that being said, you are being committed to something based off of reevaluating the past moral systems and experiences that you've been through, and reevaluating correctly with the people, places, the things that you associate yourself with, and you are having commitment towards something that you're wanting and desiring to do for your life. Now, with the 3 of Wands, this is you launching long-term goals by staying committed to whatever it is that you're wanting, desiring to do for your life. So this is really good energy as well. This is you implementing whatever it is that you're wanting, desiring to do by reevaluating correctly past moral systems and experiences, and reevaluating correctly when it comes to past people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. Now, with the last but not least card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the 2 of Cups. So this is you. This could be a close relationship or a brand new energy with an existing friendship, brand new relationship, mind you. Or this is you listening to your higher self, because the 2 of Cups can be your higher self and you communicating with each other. And that's what I feel like, is that you are following your higher self and your intuition of what it is that you're wanting, desiring to do in your life by reevaluating past moral systems and experiences and the people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with correctly. Now, let's get to clarifying these energies. So, the Hierophant is clarified by the Hierophant. So, just more commitment energy. So you're really committed towards something, or what are you wanting and desiring to do in your life by, once again, correctly reevaluating people, places, and things that you've associated yourself in the past, and past moral systems and experiences that you've went through. Now, with the 3 of Wands, when it comes to associations and associates with those moral systems and experiences. And with the 3 of Wands, you get the 3 of Swords clarifying the 3 of Wands. Okay? So this is you having to take necessary sacrifices in order to go after what you want and desiring to do in your life by correctly reevaluating the Cupid and Aquarius energies. Now, with the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Wands. So, even though you are listening to your higher self, you may feel a bit wounded due to the hardships that you've endured in the past, dealing with past moral systems and experiences when it comes to your associations and associates, and reevaluating correctly the people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. With these things, you may feel a little bit wounded because of the past experiences that you've been through. Alright? Do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. So, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay, so you keep in mind, if it's in your sun, it's your actions. If it's in your moon, it's your reactions and how others come to you, and reminding you of past moral systems and experiences dealing with your associations. And if it's in your rising, this will be in your 10th house. So there's going to be past business and status experiences and moral systems and associations you've dealt with your business and status moving forward. So, with your first card being the new moon and from Mother Moon to you through me is new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. So expect powerful change as long as you take the necessary sacrifices that you need to make to launch your long-term plans when it comes to what you want and desiring to do for your life, as well as expect powerful change as long as you stay committed towards what you're wanting and desiring to do with your life by re-evaluating correctly past experiences and associations with people, places, and things, and past moral systems when it comes to your associations, and expect powerful change. Now with the second card from Mother Moon to you through me is full moon eclipse. Alright? This is conclusions are within reach. So stay committed to whatever it is that you're wanting and desiring to do for your life, moving forward, and your conclusions will be within reach. Your last card from Mother Moon, to you through me, but definitely not least, is new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So whatever it is that you are doing in the present moment, your hard work is paying off. Just understand that, so you don't have to be feeling like you are a bit, like this can be anxiety as well, like feeling wounded and not sure if you should go after. But you also have the experiences to move forward with what you're wanting and desiring to do for your life. And by doing so, your hard work will pay off. Just understand that. And moving forward. Now, moving on to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. So Gemini, you are trining this energy. So you're going to have the gift of bringing, you possibly can have the gift of bringing past associations and associates that you've dealt with and these experiences and moral systems when it comes to your associations into the present moment, as well as having a gift to reevaluate this energy correctly moving forward, so you can move forward. Now, let's pull your 3 cards out. But first, Gemini is mutable air, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. And Gemini was born out of the 3rd house of familiarity, and the people, places, or people that you consider familiar, and the people, places, and things that are familiar to you, as well as your local surroundings. Now, let's pull 3 cards out for you, and let's see what you got going on for this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde reading. Okay, so your first card is the 6 of Wands. So by you reevaluating correctly when it comes to past experiences and moral systems, dealing with your associations and associates that you've dealt with in the past, you will reach energy of feeling victorious. Alright? So you will reach an energy of feeling victorious as long as you reevaluate this Jupiter and Aquarius energy sufficiently. Your next card is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is talking about you nurturing yourself and nurturing what you're wanting and desiring to do for your life by reevaluating this Jupiter and Aquarius energies correctly and really taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. Keep in mind that if you don't want to be pregnant, that this is a card of fertility. So with that being said, if you don't want to be have children, use protection. Now with the 7 of Pentacles as your last card, but definitely not least, this is talking about you planning on how long you're wanting to work on whatever it is that you're doing. Alright? And really, this can be a card of impatientness, because if things don't seem like they're going into fruition, then you may drop them indefinitely. Don't do that, especially if it's best for your well-being, your highest good, and reevaluate these Jupiter and Aquarius energies sufficiently. Now, moving on to clarifying the cards. For the 6 of Wands, you get the Tower card. So by you letting the tower fall and getting rid of anything and everything that does not serve you in the past when it comes to past moral systems and experiences, and dealing with associations, be that people, places, or things. You will reach an energy of feeling victorious in your life. Alright? Let the tower fall and get rid of any clutter that no longer serves you. There's also Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with the Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising on Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you. Now with the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, not Jupiter, but Saturn. So with that being said, or you have these Aquarius in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you as well during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde energies. Alright? Now, with that being said, this card is about healing from the past, so you may be healing from past experiences that you've dealt with your associations, be that people, places, or things, or as well as, you're in a healing energy with these energies as well. Reevaluate the past people and places and things that you associate yourself with, as well as moral systems and experiences, dealing with your associations in the past efficiently, and you will be able to heal correctly. Mind you, healing also takes is also a necessary thing to do. While healing is to see what role you played in to lead up to that negative situation or circumstance that happened, or how you involved yourself with these negative people in the past. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Devil card, so this is Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or you may have Capricorn in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified. Keep in mind that you do have a gift of bringing past moral systems or past experiences into the present moment by reevaluating correctly when it comes to past moral systems and experiences, dealing with your associations, and reevaluating incorrectly, dealing with past people and places and things that you've associated yourself with. Do your best to not let those fields or spheres of reality bother you. Remember that fields are just spheres of reality created by you accepting negative thoughts and feelings, and in order to get through these fields of realities, create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. Now with the moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck, to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Now, your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. So as long as you let things grow that no longer serve you from the past, and healing from the past, and getting rid of these devil energies, you will be very close to achieving your goals. So don't worry and don't fret moving forward. The next card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. So really meditate about the past, really ponder about the past and what you should get rid of, whether it be experiences that you need to just leave in the past, and or more systems that no longer serve you, or as well as reevaluating people, places, and things that you've dealt with, that you've associated with in the past correctly. Meditate and contemplate on this moving forward, or these themes moving forward. Now your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me is Fixed Moon. Hold your vision. So keep holding this vision, and if you hold this vision, you will reach a place of victory. Alright? Especially if you let go of anything and everything that no longer serves you for your well-being, your highest good. Know that you need to hold your vision moving forward while this transit of Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde is happening for you. Now, moving on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, you are going to be in conjuncting this energy, so you're going to misunderstand how to reevaluate past associations, experiences, and moral systems when it comes to past people, places, and things that you associate yourself with. And do your best to understand this misunderstanding by reevaluating past experiences and moral systems correctly, and not initiate the wrong emotions by doing so. Now, pull your 3 cards out from the Universal Celtic Tarot card or Tarot deck, and let's start with your reading. Okay. Now, your first card on the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Ten of Swords, so you need to end whatever it is that you need to, those things that you need to end indefinitely, or you are ending things indefinitely that no longer serve you for your well-being, your highest good, so you can move forward in an efficient way, and ending any type of moral systems that no longer serve you, or ending or leaving everything in the past when it comes to how you associated yourself with people, places, and things. Moving forward, you are in a cutting, like cleaning out stage of your life during this time as well. Now, with the second card being the Page of Cups, this is you being a little bit introverted. Your waters can be a little choppy as well, aka you may be a little bit emotionally unstable during this time, because you are in conjuncting this Jupiter and Aquarius energy. So understand that you need to open yourself up and end whatever it is that does not serve you when it comes to experiences that you need to leave behind and leave in the past, people and places and things that you've associated, and leave those in the past, as well as more systems that no longer serve you that you need to draw. So you can open yourself up into bigger and better things for your life in the present moment, leading on to the future. Now, with the last card, but definitely not least, is the Two of Wands. So this is you planning things out for your future by reevaluating correctly when it comes to past moral systems and experiences, dealing with the people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. Alright? Plan efficiently and plan for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good. Now, pull your clarification cards out. Clarifying the Ten of Swords is the Queen of Wands. So as long as you get rid of anything and everything that does not serve you by reevaluating past moral systems and experiences, dealing with people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with in the past correctly, you'll be in the energies of being optimistic and passionate about going after what you want and desire, and not caring about what others think about what you are going after when it comes to your passions and desires. Alright? And what it is that you need to end. I feel like you know what you need to end, but it's just a little difficult of letting go. So let go and end those completely. Throw them in the trash because they no longer serve you. Now, with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is you giving birth to a new idea, but since this is an inconjunction that you're dealing with, may be misunderstanding how to reevaluate past people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, as well as moral systems and experiences that you've gone through in the past dealing with your associations. And this may be influencing you to be a little bit emotionally introverted, but there is an idea that you're wanting to give birth to. If this is for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good, create any higher perspectives that you need to, and positive thoughts and feelings in order to implement this idea into the present moment. Now, with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is clarified by the Tower. So this is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or has Scorpio in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde reading. Not reading, but energies or transit during this time. So, end whatever it is that you are needing to end and cut off and let things fall, and leave in the past, alright? There are things that I feel like you do know what it is that you need to leave behind, but you're just misunderstanding it, like misunderstanding whether or not you should leave those in the past. Through this reading, there are those things that you are questioning yourself about and misunderstanding if you should leave in the past or not. This reading is saying to leave those in the past. Now, moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. I'll shuffle these a couple of times and pull your 3 cards out. Alright. Now, the first card from Mother Moon to you through me is Vortex Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So know that nothing will come of this situation of you holding on to things that no longer serve you when it comes to past moral systems and experiences and past people or places and things that you have associated yourself with, and holding on to these things. This will nothing will come of this situation, or nothing will come of holding on to those things. Now, with the next card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. So, know that as long as you leave things that are no longer serving you in the past, when it comes to past people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with, as well as past experiences and moral systems dealing with your associations, if you do that and give birth to this new idea and implement this new idea and really open yourself up, a fiery climax will approach. Alright, good things will come to you. Now, with the last card from Mother Moon to you through me is Decimating Moon. Take time to breathe out. So, while going through this clean out phase, take time to breathe out and know that it's okay. Alright? I feel like this is a very heavy energy for you during this time, which it pretty much is for all of us, because a lot of, in the general spread, there was a lot of transformation and letting go of things that no longer serve us as a collective. But for you, you need to take the time to breathe out and calm and soothe yourself in any way possible. Now, moving on to Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, Leo, you are going to be opposite this energy with Jupiter on Aquarius retrograding. So, with that being said, you may feel opposite towards these energies dealing with past moral systems and experiences, and reevaluating past moral systems and experiences, as well as the people, places, and things that you've associated with yourself in the past. You may feel a bit opposite of doing so. Now, Leo is fixed fire, being fixated on its own ways of feeling and seeing the emotions. And Leo was born out of the 5th house of expression and creative endeavors, and whatever you're creatively working on. So, just pull your 3 cards out for this Jupiter and Aquarius reading. Or Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde reading. Apologize. These energies have been getting really heavy as of late. I'm a Leo moon, so I do feel opposite towards these energies at this time. And Saturn in Aquarius is opposite to my moon as well, so just bear with me. I know what you're going through. Now, okay, so, excuse me. So, your first card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Tower. Excuse me. Might need to go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a drink of water. I'm back. My throat's really dry for some reason. It's really mucky in here, so makes sense. So, your first card is the Tower card. So you are letting everything and anything that no longer serves you fall to the ground, symbolically speaking, and getting rid of anything and everything that no longer serves you during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Alright? By correctly reevaluating past people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with, as well as more systems and experiences that you've dealt with your associations and associates correctly. Now this may feel opposite to you, but letting this tower fall and getting rid of anything and everything that no longer serves you will move you forward in a positive way. Now with the Two of Pentacles as your next card, this is talking about you may be wondering whether or not you should go through with something, dealing with the material world, and really juggling whether or not you should go with it or not. Keep in mind that these energies are opposite towards you during this time. So if it's for the betterment of your well-being, your highest good, go with it, and you will reach prosperity. I feel like. That's what I feel. Now with the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is talking about either a birth of a new relationship or new energy dealing with a past relationship, or dealing with your higher self and listening to your higher self moving forward. Okay? So keep listening to your higher self, because that's what I feel like this card is really talking about, especially with the Tower being here. And speaking of the Tower, I forgot to mention that this is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or you have Scorpio in your chart, and if so, these energies would be amplified for you as well. Now, moving back to the Two of Cups, this is a card of existing relationship with new energies, or both in a new relationship, or more, what I feel more pointed towards, or what I feel pointed towards more closely is you listening to your higher self during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, with that being said, let's clarify these cards. So, the Tower is clarified by the Judgment card, which is also Scorpio energy. So you could be really dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or you have Scorpio in your chart, and if so, again, these energies will be amplified during this time. So, with that being said, this is a rebirth of an idea, and letting anything and everything that no longer serves you, whether that be a mindset, people, places, and things, dropping that in the past by reevaluating correctly past associations that you've dealt with, whether that people, places, or things, or past moral systems and experiences dealing with the associations that you need to leave in the past, so you can rebirth this idea that you are rebirthing for yourself and what you're wanting, desiring to do for your life. Now for the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit card. So the Hermit is Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or you could have Virgo in your chart, and if so, these energies would be amplified for you during this time of the Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Alright? But this is a card of listening to your intuition and listening to your higher self for guidance. Keep going after what you feel guided to go after when it comes to what you want and desiring to do for your life. Alright? Now with the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So you are really juggling whether or not you should do something or not. Alright? Once again, if it's best for your higher self, for the betterment of your well-being and your higher self, then go with it. Alright? I'm even having to tell myself to go with it because I am a Leo moon, so I'm dealing with a lot of juggling myself, but I'm going to continue to push these videos out regardless, because that's what I feel called to do, and that's what you should do as well if you feel called to go after something yourself. Now, the with that being said, let's pull your 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck to end your reading off to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay. So, your first card is New Moon Eclipse. Expect powerful change. So expect powerful change to come into your life, especially if you rebirth this idea that you're wanting to rebirth for yourself, or whatever this rebirth is, by letting the tower fall, symbolically speaking, you getting rid of anything and everything that no longer serves you, so you can go after this idea and expect powerful change if you continue to do what you're juggling to do, pretty much, moving forward. Expect powerful change. Your next card from Mother Moon to you, through me, is North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. So, even if it feels uncomfortable, step out of your comfort zone. Don't stop juggling whether or not you should do something or not, because your higher self is calling you to do what you are doing in the current moment that you are juggling around, and by stepping out of your comfort zone will be best for you. Now your last card from Mother Moon, but definitely not least, from her to you through me, is New Moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. So as long as you continue to do what's best for yourself and your well-being, and continue to go after what you want and desiring to do, a new romantic cycle will begin for yourself. Okay? Now, moving on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. So Virgo, you're going to be in conjuncting this energy, so you're going to misunderstand how to be practical and adaptable to the ways of you being practical and the ways of thinking when it comes to past ways of how you dealt with past experiences and moral systems and the people and places and things that you've associated yourself in the past. Now, let's pull 3 cards out for your reading. Okay. Virgo is mutable earth. Just because, real quick before I get started with this reading, Virgo is mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And Virgo was born at the 6th house of work, scheduling, day-to-day routine, and whatever you're working on. Apologize, my phone's on the charger, so I'm having to lean it up on the charger, but fuck it. Anyways, let's go. Let's continue with your reading. Now we can start the reading. So your first card is the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is you implementing a long-term goal or aspiration for yourself that you're wanting, desiring to do for your life by correctly reevaluating past moral systems and experiences, dealing with your associations, whether that be people, places, or things that you've associated yourself with. And by correctly reevaluating these energies, you will be able to implement whatever it is that you're wanting, desiring to do in your life. Now, your next card is the 8 of Wands, so you're taking action towards whatever it is that you're wanting, desiring to do in your life by once again reevaluating these Jupiter and Aquarius energies in an efficient way moving forward. Now, with the Page of Cups, Page of Cups is saying that you may be a little bit introverted due to little choppy emotions, as you can see, aka a little bit emotionally unstable. As you can see, the water in the picture is a bit choppy, so you may be a little bit choppy internally, a little emotionally unstable, like I said, during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. And what you need to do is to open yourself up. Alright, open yourself up and let the love pour out and open your emotions up more than what it is now. Don't be introverted. Once again, open yourself up. I'm going to take a drink of water real fast. Alright, now let's continue to clarify the cards. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, you get the Queen of Cups clarifying said Three of Wands. So this is you taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and nurturing whatever it is that you're wanting, whatever it is that you're working on. I feel like, as well as being able to nurture others that deserve it, because the Queen of Cups does not give a cup to just anybody. She has discernment on who she gives a cup to. But this is talking, I feel like this is talking about like a business or goal or aspiration with the Three of Wands here. And you are nurturing yourself in order to implement this goal or aspiration for yourself by correctly reevaluating these Jupiter and Aquarius energies. Now, Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is you having everything that you want and need in your life in the material world, so you can take action on whatever it is that you're wanting and desiring to do for your life by correctly reevaluating these past these Jupiter and Aquarius energies. Alright, and that be past moral systems and experiences that you've dealt with in the past, dealing with people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. So keep moving forward in an efficient way by reevaluating these energies correctly. Now with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords. So you need to rest and meditate on what it is that you're wanting to do, so you can open yourself up. Alright, this is a card of resting. So as long as you rest and meditate and ponder on what it is that you want and desire to do, you can open yourself up more efficiently in the present moment, as well as meditating on the past ways of how you dealt with past moral systems and experiences, dealing with people, places, and things that you've associated yourself with. Now, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle cards to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay. Now, your first card is New Moon in Cancer. Well, first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So know that you and your loved ones are safe moving forward, that you don't have anything to be scared of. You may be a little introverted because you don't think you are safe, but you are. Just know that you and your loved ones are safe. Your next card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. So communicating on what it is that you want and desire to do for your life, and which is also here with the Eight of Wands, is key. Alright, communicate about what it is that you want and desiring to do. I'll come back. You might notice a cut, but for your last card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So don't let this introvertedness, choppy emotion, get in the way of going after what you want and desiring to do in your life due to misunderstanding how to think and be practical when it comes to past people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, as well as past moral systems and experiences dealing with your associations. Now, moving on to Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I apologize. 1 second. Now, there we go. Alright, apologize about that. Now with the Libra, you are going to be trining this Jupiter on Aquarius retrograde energy. So you're going to have the gift to bring back past moral systems and experiences, as well as the people and places and things that you've associated yourself with in the past into the present. Libra, you are cardinal air, initiating and creating new ways of thinking and communicating. And Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and whoever you are relating to. So, let's pull out your 3 cards from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, and then pull a card out from the Vital Waite Tarot deck, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off. Alright, now, with your first card for the Universal's Celtic Tarot deck is the 6 of Pentacles. So, even though it may not seem like it, if it doesn't seem like it, there is a sense of equal give and take with the situation that you're in currently. Do your best to not bring past moral systems or experiences that are negative back into the present from having this gift of bringing back past moral systems and experiences and associations dealing with people, places, and things that you associate yourself with into the present moment. Alright, but there is a sense of equal give and take in your present situation. Now, with your next card is the 5 of Swords. So, you may be feeling defeated during this Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius energies or transit. So, do not let this defeat get to you, and do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward by correctly reevaluating what past moral systems that you need to leave behind, or experiences that you need to let go of and leave behind in the past, as well as past people, places, and things that you associate yourself with in the past and no longer serving you for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good. Now, your third card is the Wheel of Fortune. So you're in cycles. The wheel is turning. This is a card of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio. And you may be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. Or you may have these energies in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified during this time of Jupiter transitioning the sign of Aquarius in retrograde. Alright? Do your best to roll with the changes and roll with the cycles the best way you can, by correctly getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you, dealing with past moral systems and experiences, with the people, places, and things that you associate yourself with. Now, with the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles is clarified by the 5 of Wands. So that's why I said, whenever I was talking about the 6 of Pentacles, that it might not seem like there is a balance, equal give and take. But there is, so you need to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward to alleviate this conflict that you're dealing with by not going into the past and revaluing past moral systems and experiences, dealing with the people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, and bring them into the present. Alright? There is a sense of equal give and take here. Now with the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Swords is clarified by the 2 of Cups. So, you need to leave and accept defeat for whatever you feel defeated on, and continue to listen to your higher self. Yes, this can be a card of soulmates. Not everybody is dealing with a soulmate. If you are dealing with a close relationship, or a new relationship, or an existing relationship with new energy. Alright? But you need to accept defeat and listen to your higher self moving forward. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the King of Cups. So, letting these cycles come and dealing with them the best way you can, and rolling with the changes in your life, you need to stay emotionally grounded while doing so. Alright? The King of Cups has been through a lot, so do your best to not bring those past moral systems and experiences, dealing with the people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, into the present moment to ride this transit more efficiently. Alright? Don't do that. Don't bring the past into the present, because there is good things coming to you. Now let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Alright, so your first card that you get is New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. So, with whatever you are doing or with whoever you are associating yourself with currently, do your best to bring love into the situation, or if this is a place or thing that you're dealing with, bring love into whatever you're desiring to do for your life. Now for the next card you get is the New Moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So know that prosperity is lying ahead for you as long as you alleviate this conflict that you are currently dealing with. And know that there's an equal give and take with whatever it is that you're dealing with, or whoever it is that you're associating yourself with. And remain emotionally grounded and know that prosperity lies ahead. Now your last but not least card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So understand that the work that you are putting in is paying off for you, and you are moving into a better place for your life during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, moving on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. Scorpio, you will be squaring this energy, so you're going to have to learn how to correctly reevaluate past moral systems and experiences when it comes to the people, places, and things that you associate yourself with in the past. Now, Scorpio is fixed water, being fixated on its own ways of feeling the emotions, and Scorpio was born out of the 8th house of secrets, behind closed doors energies, mysticism, and occult, and anything that's in the dark. Not dark like night, but dark as in like anything that's not that other people don't know. So let's pull your 3 cards out for your reading. Okay, so your first card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Queen of Cups. So you are nurturing yourself, you're taking care of yourself as well as taking care of the whatever it is that you are working on, as well as being able to take care of yourself so you can take care of others around you. Alright? Keep being nurturing, and don't keep doing what you're doing, and reevaluate correctly by learning how to reevaluate past moral system experiences when it comes to people, places, and things that you associated yourself with in the past. Now, your next card is the Sun card, which is Leo energy. So you could have Leo's in your, or you could be dealing with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you may have Leo in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified during this time. So, with that being said, this is a card of you being happy. Alright? So, overall, you are happy and are in a happy place during this Jupiter and Aquarius transit. So, not much to say other than that. Now, with your next card you get is the Four of Cups. The only problem is that this card is dealing with you holding on to things in the past. Remember that you are in a learning process on getting rid of past moral systems and experiences when it comes to people, places, and things that you've dealt with in the past and associate yourself with. So, do your best to let go of whatever it is that no longer serves you for the benefit of your well-being and your highest good, and move towards things, people, places, and things that do serve you for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good. Alright? Take advantage of this learning process during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, let's clarify your cards with the Waite Tarot deck. So, your first card, the Queen of Cups, is clarified by the Seven of Swords. So, Even though you are nurturing yourself, you may be dealing with some self-deception, or this is not to scare anybody, you could be having deception from others. But I feel like this is self-deception towards yourself because the Four of Cups is healed. So, with that being said, do your best to not self-deceive yourself and create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. Now with the Sun card is clarified by the Two of Swords. So even though you are in a happy place at the moment, you may be wondering whether or not, wondering what do you need to release and what do you need to keep as far as past moral systems and experiences that you dealt with people, places, and things that you associate yourself with. Do your best to do what's best for you. Now with the Four of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords. So, by you focusing on the past and not what it is that you have in the present moment, you may be a little bit immature with your communication, but at the same time you're doing your best to adapt yourself in the circumstances, situation that you are dealing with in the present moment. Alright, just don't watch out for what you are communicating before you communicate what it is that you are going to communicate, by paying attention to your thoughts before they come out into the external. Now, let's pull 3 cards out from the Moonology Oracle deck. See what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Now, your first card for Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon. Surrender to the Divine. So, you need to surrender to the Divine and let go of whatever it is that that is no longer serving you for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good during this Jupiter Aquarius transit, or retrograde transit. Keep in mind that you are in a learning process during this time, so surrender to the Divine and learn what it is that you need to let go of during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now your next card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So know that as long as you push forward, that you have nothing to worry about because you have a win-win outcome that's forecasted. But even if you don't push forward with whatever it is that you are wanting and desiring to do, then you're also going to be in a win-win situation or a circumstance that is forecasted. But it's best to do what's best for you and to do what's best for your life as a whole. Now your last card, but definitely not least, is New Moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. So, a new romantic cycle is beginning for you. Just don't second guess yourself and don't fall under self-deception during this time, and learn how to reevaluate the past moral systems and experiences that you need to let go of when it comes to people and places and things that you associate yourself with in the past. Now, moving on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, you are going to be sextiling this energy with Jupiter and Aquarius retrograding. Alright, so you're going to have opportunities to bring past, you might be also a little scattered because the cards kind of just fell through. And not sure which way to go, but like I said, you are having opportunities to bring past moral systems and experiences, dealing with people, places, and things that you've dealt with in the past, into the present moment. Do what's best for you and your highest good and the betterment of your well-being moving forward. And Sagittarius, you are mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius itself, as a sign or as an energy, is born out of the 9th house of education, higher wisdom, and long distance travel, both externally and internally. So, let's pull your 3 cards out. So your first card is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is you having everything that you want and need in your life as a whole, and do what's best for you. Don't bring past moral systems and experiences when it comes to people and places and things that you associate yourself with in the past into the present moment. Do what's best for your highest good and your well-being, and understand that you have everything that you want and need presently. Now your next card is the King of Pentacles. So this is you having everything that you want and need again with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is you really having everything that you want and need during this time. But at the same time, you may be a little selfish or greedy, or like not wanting to give because it took you a long time to get where you are presently. Alright? Do your best to not bring the past into the present, so it'll mess anything out for you in the present moment by bringing those negative past moral systems and experiences, dealing with people, places, and things that you associate yourself with into the present moment. Now your last card, but definitely not least, is the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or you may have Capricorn in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during this time. Know that in any case, this is a card of feel or spheres of reality that you are dealing with by agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. Do your best to transmute these negative thoughts and feelings into positive thoughts and feelings and create higher perspectives, because feel is just spheres of reality, like I said, by agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings presently. And you may be scared or be dealing with feel or spheres of reality of these opportunities of bringing past moral systems and experiences, dealing with people, places, and things that you associate yourself with into the present moment. Alright? Do your best to fight through these fears by creating those higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, let's clarify your cards. So, the Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands. So, with the Five of Wands here, this is saying that even though you have everything that you want and need in the material world, you are dealing with some minor conflict, alright? Do what's best for you to alleviate this minor conflict. And if you don't feel like you have everything that you want and need, know that you do, alright? You need to understand this to alleviate this conflict. Or this conflict might be you bringing past moral systems into the present moment by this opportunity that you're having with this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now with the King of Pentacles, you get the Four of Pentacles clarifying the King of Pentacles. So this is you holding on to things that no longer serve you too tightly. Even though you have everything that you want and need, you may be a little selfish in this energy. So you need to let go and open yourself up. Alright? Don't hold too tightly onto what it is that you have in the present moment, because that can block you from a prosperous future, or prosperous time in the future. Now with the Devil card is clarified by the World card. Alright, so this is not Capricorn, but Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus energy. So you could have be dealing with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars. But this is a card of completion, so as long as you create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings, dealing with the spheres of reality, you will complete a karmic cycle during this Jupiter and Aquarius transit. Alright? Now, moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. So, your first card for Mother Moon to you through me during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit is Full Moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So as long as you alleviate the fears by creating higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings during this time, you will complete this cycle, and a personal issue will reach resolution. This Devil card could also be tied to this Five of Wands. So, do your best to create, as I said, those higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings, and so that you can close out a personal issue for yourself during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, your next card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon. A new start is coming. So know that a new start for you is coming during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit, and to embrace this new start. You may be dealing with fears or spheres of reality by agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings with this new start. Don't be scared. Embrace this new start during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, with your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me, is Gibeus Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So know that as long as you open yourself up, release what it is that you need to release, or just open yourself up in general, and alleviate these fears, you will be very close to achieving your goal during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, moving on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. So, Capricorn, you are seeing another side to how you dealt with past associations, moral systems, and experiences whenever it comes to people, places, things that you associate yourself with. In Capricorn, you are cardinal Earth, initiating and creating new ways of thinking and being practical. And Capricorn energy was born out of the 10th house of how you're seen as far as status and your business, or business in general. So, now, your first card that you get is the Knight of Cups. So this is you emotionally moving towards what you want and desire during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit, by seeing another side to how you associate yourself in the past with people, places, and things that you associate yourself, once again, in the past. Alright? But you are emotionally moving towards what you want and desire in the present moment. Now, your next card is the Death card. So this is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars. Or you could have Scorpio in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified during this time. But in any case, this is a card of transformation, and transforming anything and everything that no longer serves you in order to move towards what does serve you for your highest good and betterment of your well-being. Now, your third card, and last but not least card that you get from the Universal Collective Tarot deck, is the Seven of Swords. So, the Seven of Swords can talk about deception or self-deception, which you may be self-deceptive by not wanting to transform what it is that you need to transform, by you having this energies of seeing another side to how you associate yourself in the past with people, places, and things, dealing with this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Alright, watch the self-deception and understand that there are things that you need to transform currently with this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, let's clarify the Knight of Cups. We'll start with clarification. And the Knight of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups. So, you are emotionally going after what you want and desire presently, because you, in this energy of you being emotionally grounded, is helping you to do so. Alright, so you are emotionally grounded, like I said, but you are able to be emotionally grounded because you've learned how to get into those energies by enduring hardships in the past, which is represented by the water underneath this throne. So you have been through a lot in your past, and this has had you learn how to be a leader and grounding in those emotions when it comes to the hardships that you've had to deal with in the past. Now, your next card, which is the Death card, is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So, with you needing to transform what it is that no longer serves you. You are moving slowly and thinking practically and methodically when it comes to transforming what it is that no longer serves you. Where you may be a little hesitant to do so, or maybe be a little slow moving to do so, because you see in another side of how you associate yourself with people, places, and things in the past. Hence the Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde. Now with the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So, by you taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself and taking care of what it is that you want to do in your life and nurturing others around you by using discernment beforehand, you will alleviate this self-deception. Alright? So, take care of yourself and don't be self-deceptive towards yourself in the present moment with this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit going on. Now let's move to the Moonology Oracle deck and see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Alright, so your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is nothing is yet set in stone. So this might be correlated to the self-deception that you are dealing with, which you are maybe self-deceptive based off of like seeing negative visions or negative things in the future that are only possibilities, because once again Mother Moon wants to let you know that nothing is yet set in stone. Your next card is the from Mother Moon to you through me is First Quarter Moon. Your commitment is being tested. So know and understand that your commitment is being tested with whatever it is that you are working on and taking care of yourself. This could simply be your commitment towards yourself. Alright? So stay commitment towards whatever you're emotionally moving towards and transform anything that it is that you need to transform moving forward. And transforming what it is that no longer serves you moving forward. Now your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me is Third Quarter Moon. Adjustments are required. So understand that adjustments are required during this time of Jupiter in Aquarius retrograding. So this is also correlating towards both the Seven of Swords and the Death card, and things that you need to transform that are no longer serving you. And understand that adjustments are required to do so. Don't let this energy of you seeing another side to the people, places, things that you associate yourself with in the past, as well as past moral systems and experiences that you've dealt with in the past, deter you and have you self-deceive yourself. Alright? Understand that adjustments are required. Now, moving on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn's. Aquarius, you are going to be the example of this energy and the example of what to do and what not to do during this time. So, with that being said, Aquarius is fixed air, being fixated on its own ways of thinking and communicating. And Aquarius was born out of the 11th house of how you're seen in the public arena, as well as your associations and the people and places, things that you associate yourself with. Now, let's pull your 3 cards out of the Universal Celtic Tarot deck to see what's going on for you during this Jupiter in Aquarius retrograde transit. Okay, so your first card is the Six of Pentacles. So, whatever circumstance or situation that you're in or whatever you're doing, there is a balance of equal give and take, or there is a sense of equal give and take. Alright? So keep doing what you're doing, because there is going to be just the amount given back to you that you put out into the world, or if you're dealing with people in your current situation, whatever you give, you're going to give back just as equally. Now with the next card being the Ten of Wands, this could be you dealing with burdens at this time, right? You may be burdened with responsibilities that are not actually burdens, but really best for you, but may seem like burdens. Do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. And with you being the example of this, your energies are going to be amplified, so you may feel burdened by that in general. Now, with the last but not least card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Eight of Wands. So, the Eight of Wands is you taking action towards what you want and desiring, as well as no, this is not the Eight of Wands. Apologize. This is the Seven of Wands. So, with the Seven of Wands, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eight of Wands pops up, or you are just taking action towards something in general. But with the Seven of Wands, this is you having to defend yourself from negative visions, and these negative visions transmuting through you agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So do your best to not agree with negative thoughts and feelings, and instead create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward with this Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde energy that we are going through in the present moment. Do your best not to bring past moral systems that are no longer serving you, or people, places, and things that you experienced with that are no longer serving you as well, into the present moment, and keep moving forward. Alright? There is a need to guard yourself from these negative visions by, again, transmuting these negative visions and negative thoughts and feelings into positive thoughts and feelings and higher perspectives. Now, let's clarify these cards using the Waite Tarot deck. So, with the Six of Pentacles, it gets clarified by the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could have Taurus in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified during this time with Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. But in any case, whatever you are committed to, there is a sense of equal give and take. So stay committed towards what it is that you are putting commitment towards, and do your best to not bring past moral systems and experiences with the people, places, and things that you associate yourself in the past into the present moment. Now with the Eight of Wands gets clarified by the Six of Swords. Oh, not the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Wands. I don't know why I keep saying the Eight of Wands. You guys must be doing something moving forward like very fast and wanting to get stuff and put stuff out. But with the Six of Swords clarifying the Ten of Wands, you are moving away from what no longer serves you and moving away from these burdens. Alright, so you can alleviate the sense of feeling burdened by moving away from past moral systems that no longer serve you, as well as the people, places, things that you associate yourself in the past, and moving them and leaving them in the past, so you can have a better future and ride this transit of Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde more efficiently. Now with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, which is your energy. So you are healing from a situation or circumstance that you dealt with in the past, and your past experiences are coming back up. But you are needing to defend yourself from negative visions by transmuting these negative visions into positive thoughts and feelings and positive visions and higher perspectives, and focus on your healing. Focus on healing yourself through this art, and in order to heal efficiently, understand the role you played the role you played to get where you were with dealing with this negative situation or experience that you're healing from. I feel like you guys are a little scattered as well, so that's fine, makes sense. But in any case, do your best to heal yourself by understanding what role you played in to get into the circumstance or situation that you're healing from in the past. Now, moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. So, your first card that you get from Mother Moon to you through me is Reigning Moon. What do you need to release? So, what is it that you need to release and move away from? Really ask yourself this during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. So, in order to move efficiently through this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit more peacefully. Now, your next card from Mother Moon to you through me is Decimating Moon. Take time to breathe out. So, do your best to keep calm, cool, collective, and take space for yourself so you can take the time to breathe out and calm your mind, because this is pretty intense energies that we are going through currently, especially with Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn all in retrograde as well. Now, with the last card, but definitely not least, is Fixed Moon. Hold your vision. So, hold that vision that you have for yourself and whatever it is that you are committed to, because know that whatever it is that you are committed to, there will be a situation or circumstance that will involve equal give and take. Alright? There will be equal give and take with whatever you are doing. So, hold this vision during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit. Now, moving on to the last sign, but definitely not least, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. So, Pisces, you are going to see another side to another side to the past ways, how you deal with people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, as well as past moral systems and past experiences. Now, with that being said, in a mutable waterway. Okay. So with that being said, Pisces, you are mutable water. Be immutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of feeling the emotions. And Pisces was born out of the 12th house of the subconscious realm and dreams, fantasy, illusions, and creativity. So, let's pull out your 3 cards to end, and then to start your reading off. I feel like a lot of people are scattered during this time, so let's do our best to calm our minds moving forward. Now, with your first card you get is the Knight of Wands. So you are dealing with negative visions based off seeing another side, more mutable side, or another side to your past moral systems and experiences, dealing with the people, places, and things that you associate yourself with. Do your best to transmute these negative visions into higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings so you can have positive visions moving forward. Alright? But you are dealing with negative visions that you need to transmute into positive visions. Your second card that you get is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a card of you being given an opportunity in the material world. So, accept this opportunity, especially if it's for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good, and don't bring past moral systems or experiences or past people or places or things that you associate yourself with that are negative into the present moment. And if you do so, don't let yourself do that so you don't miss out on this opportunity. Now, your last card that you get from the Universal Tarot deck, but definitely not least, is the Page of Wands. So you're giving birth to a vision, and you're staying dedicated through this vision that you're giving birth to, as well as learning along the way. Alright? Pages are new energies, so you're learning how to implement this vision into the world. So keep doing that, especially if it's for the betterment of your well-being, your higher self. Just do your best to not bring past moral systems that are negative, or past people, places, and things that you experienced that you associate yourself with into the present moment, and block that will potentially block you from implementing this vision into the current moment. So, apologize, I don't know why it's so scattered. But let's move on to clarifying these cards, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me and end the reading off. Now, with the Nine of Wands, you get the Magician. Alright, so the Magician is about, the Nine of Wands is not you, well, yeah, it kind of is. You going through hardships, so you are having to endure, and so you're getting negative feelings or feeling wounded, and you're needing to create higher perspectives of positive thoughts and feelings. But by doing this, you are manifesting during this time. This is Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or you may have Virgo in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified during this time. Alright, now, with that being said, you are manifesting during this time. So keep pushing forward. Don't let these hardships that you've endured in the past that are creating these negative visions, because I feel like the Nine of Wands is about a guy that's wounded in the original Rider Tarot deck, but he may be a bit worried of going forward with something because of the hardship that you have done in the past, or dealt with in the past, but you are manifesting, so don't let those hardships from the past affect you from manifesting during this time. Now with the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Five of Cups. Alright, so the Five of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups. So with that being said, you may be looking back in the past too heavily and needing to let go of the past in order to move forward and accept this opportunity in the present moment. Alright? Do your best to let go and, figuratively speaking, turn this guy around so you can notice the cups that you do have in the present moment. Don't focus too hard onto the past and look towards the future of what's and the prosperity that is coming to you. Now the Page of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is about you planning for the future and planning on how you're wanting to implement this vision that you've given birth to and they are dedicated with, and learning along the way, and really planning on how you're going to implement this into the world. So, now, just don't bring any past moral system or experiences that are negative, dealing with people, places, and things that you associated yourself with in the past, into the present moment. So, pull your 3 cards out from Mother Moon to see, from the Moonology Oracle deck, to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Now, your first card is Decimating Moon. Take time to breathe out. Alright, so take time to breathe out, which is really correlating to this Nine of Wands energy. Take time to breathe out and really move forward and manifest what you're wanting and desiring to your in your life. Alright? Take time to breathe out so you can have a clear mind moving forward. The second card that you have from Mother Moon to you through me is Fixed Moon. Hold your vision. So keep a hold of this vision that you've envisioned for yourself, specifically this Page of Wands, and really hold this vision and implement it so you can manifest what it is that you're wanting and desiring in your life in the future. Alright? Hold that vision of yours. Don't let anything from the past, dealing with past moral systems or experiences, or past people and places or things that you've associated yourself in the past that are negative, come into the present moment. Now, the last card from Mother Moon, but definitely not least, she wants to give to you through me, is Waning Moon. What do you need to release? So, what is it that you need to release? Alright? In order to move forward and manifest. Really ponder on this question and meditate on it, perhaps. This is also talking about the Five of Cups. So, what is it that you need to release? Really ask yourself this during this Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde transit. Now, that's all for this reading, for the collective and all signs, for the Jupiter and Aquarius Retrograde reading. I apologize for the scatteredness. I don't know what's going on. There must be a lot of chaos in the air, which chaos can have a positive to it by learning how to go through the chaos in an efficient way. But with that being said, I hope this helped as much as I cared. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to Dola the Pilot Man. Shout out to Shauna Wise Astrology. Shout out to Esoteric Cloud Soulful, Anita Flying High. If you're looking for crystals and gems, go to IG and look up Lex Crystal Goddess to get those, or Sammy Sensation, Start Horror. And with that being said, that will be all for this reading. I hope you guys have a peaceful time during this Jupiter and Aquarius retrograde transit, even though it may be a little chaotic. But with that being said, until next time, peace.